Dear viewers, now I am with Dr. Barun Kumar, eminent urologist of Institute of Urology and Kidney Diseases, in short IUKD. Dr. Barun Kumar, what would you like to say the tragic case of Kolkata's 𝐕𝐍𝐒 hospitals? What would you like to say on that tragic incident?
Needless to say, now everybody know what has happened and what sequence of events have unfolded in Kolkata, which is for which we are deeply saddened and hurt. Somewhere we have been cut so deep this time that it's hard to recover and hard to digest that something like this could ever have happened. I have graduated from Medical College, Kolkata and IPGMR, and I have never ever could have imagined in my wildest dream that something like this could happen at a workplace where a person should feel the most secure, where the patients come and tell us that we worship you like God. A God, when she was worshipped like a goddess at the workplace, and this something will do, someone will rise up and do something to their goddess, so-called goddess. This has moved us and hurt us at so many levels that we cannot find words to express the feeling. This highlights multiple issues which has been wrong in our country and our setup. The security of women in general, which highlights this kind of cases keep on happening, and either the culprits are getting free, or they have not been reprimanded very quickly, which lead us to lose our faith in the justice system. Another thing which is being highlighted here is the violence against doctor at their workplace. If the doctors cannot come to the hospital and feel secure working there, how are they gonna help themselves or anyone who is coming to them if you don't feel secure at your own workplace? And the third is the way it has been handled. It's just so shameful. The first they tried to cover it with a suicide, then the post-mortem report came and it was such heinous details which has come into light, and the cover-up after cover-up which has which has hurt us even more, that in spite of standing with us, somebody will try to do this. The principal statement which we have seen is something which is very saddening. Apart from that, needless to say, the violence on the 14th of August night, when they were doing a silent non-violent protest, when the mob came in the thousands of number and they ransacked the hospital, they beaten up the protesters who were trying to do the protest. So we are getting a message that you come to work, you're not secure at work. If you're getting killed, you cannot even speak about it. How do you think will that make you feel? You go into a workplace and then you think that this can happen every day. Will you get up the courage to go up and work? Right now we are just trying to find the balance and the courage to just withstand all this. I urge everyone to raise this matter and take this at this utmost seriousness. My request is to the administration and the justice system to kindly force forward this case and see that the culprits get the appropriate punishment, and so that it should make an example and lead us to the doctors and the common public to believe that if nobody will be spared in these kind of things if ever happen, so that people will have some fear in their system. Needless to say, we encourage everyone to speak up about this, and tomorrow has been called a strike by IMA regarding this, and we will be shutting down our non-elective non-emergency services, but emergency services will be provided, of course, whenever it is the time. But this is just to communicate our feelings, that what we have felt during this thing. She was just if you want to take one thing from this place, just see as she was being treated by patients like a goddess at her workplace, and this has happened to your goddess. This is something you'll have to take home, and which is very hard to digest.
Dr. Barun Kumar, this time is not very smooth. And what would you like to say that how should a girl and as well as a lady should be ready against this type of culprit, that they can protect herself physically and mentally?
I think we are asking the wrong questions as a society. We should not be asking our girls to be ready. We should be asking our boys to not do that. And as a society, it should be not that we should create an environment where she doesn't have to protect herself, and she should be, protected by the society as itself. This is so unfortunate that we are, trying to create a scenario where she has to protect herself at the workplace. I cannot imagine someone going to a workplace with a sane mind. If I imagine myself carrying a gun to the workplace, will that be, I will be doing my work, or I will be just constantly bothered about what can happen to me? Or that goes for, anyone, not just male, female, anyone, if they face violence at workplace. And as far as the women's safety is concerned, women constitute, at least in healthcare, 80% of the nurses and 30% of the doctors are female. They constitute a heavy percentage of the healthcare workforce. Just imagine a scenario that immediately all females refuse to come to work. What will happen to the country, and what will happen to the healthcare system? Imagine a scenario that from this incident, the girls stop taking medicine as a profession. The girls stop taking nursing as a profession. What will happen to the country and the healthcare system? This girl was, as I was seeing in a post, this girl must be 19 when this �NIRBHAYA thing happened. Not very far, ago. And then she chose medicine, and she chose to serve for the greater good. And this is how we have repaid her as a society.
Thank you, Dr. Barun Kumar, for your valuable words. Thank you so much.